right, we just got to pick up where we left off. We got to pick up where we left off. All right, here we go with the start of the third period. Okanagan moving from left to right in this one. So the score is 3-2. Okanagan with the lead after 2 periods, and this is the start of the third. So really the story of the game has been an amazing second period. Probably the best that I've seen Okanagan play this season. They allowed 1 goal, but scored 3 of their own and just controlled the puck and applied all the pressure, or nearly all of it, in that period. There's a save by Kellen Hardy. So 20 minutes to play. Let's see if Okanagan can hold on to their lead. Conroy's gonna take this face off. Vasiliev collects that puck, sends it over towards Sleaze, but intercepted by the Rough Riders. And then a good check by Lenz. Left behind Schiller. And here comes Conroy. Conroy to Vasiliev. Vasiliev to Sleaze. Sleaze into the zone. Drops it for Conroy. Tries to get the shot off, but fanned on that. And here come the Rough Riders back into the zone. Austin on the defense. Sent up and out of the zone by Okanagan. Rough Riders on the far side. Big check by Conroy. Rough Riders bench wanted a call on that. They're not going to get it. They wanted another one. They're not going to get it. Everybody on the Rough Riders bench putting their hands up like, come on, let's get a call. The referee holds on to his whistle. Let them play. Let's let 5-on-5 hockey decide this game, unless it's blatant. Keenan Butson's going to take the face-off. He's got Cronin and McGovern and McAmoyle and Wilmot on the back end. Controlled by the Rough Riders, and back they come into the zone. Number 23, their captain, goes around McAmoyle, but then he pushes him. And now a battle on the near corner for the puck, and Rough Riders come out with it. If we hurry, we're going to get an on-man rush, and we do. 3-on-1 opportunity here. Oh, Charlie Cronin passed it to Keenan Butson in the slot, and he didn't get much on that shot. But a nice opportunity there, and then it goes up into the netting. So I like what we're seeing here in the start of the third period. 19:35 left. And Okanagan picking up where they left off. Jackson Siegel comes out with Schiller and Green. Wilmot and McAmoyle stay out on defense. Jackson picks it up. Jackson dancing around the player, dumps it to himself, and back over to Schiller. Schiller tried to go back to Jackson, but a Rough Riders player had gotten between him and the puck. Battle on the near boards, and it goes up into the netting for the face-off. 17-14 left in the third period. Looks like the face-off is going to come out to mid-ice. Let's go, Jackson. Siegel, Schiller, and Green stay out there for Okanagan. Okanagan gets out of their zone. That pass intercepted momentarily by McAmoyle, and now Schiller pushed off the puck. But it gets into the Rough Riders zone, and back they come. There's a shot. Sails high and wide. Austin shovels it around towards Green, and then pushed off of that puck. Save there. And there's a goal. Oh, yikes. How did that go in? Hardy made the initial save. The rebound came out and somehow it went in. All right. So now we've got a tie game. Not the start we wanted to the third period. Let's see if Okanagan can maintain the momentum. Here comes Ryer. Ryer, pass it. Oh, he found Dormus. Dormus right on the doorstep, and just a really good save by the Rough Riders goalie. Beautiful 2-on-1, give and go. There's a shot. Oh, wow. Good opportunity for the Rough Riders. So both teams really putting the pressure on here, trying to win this game. Here comes Ryer. Ryer dancing around a player, gets it over to Sleaze. Sleaze, Ryer, and Trycheck. And then controlled. Here comes McAmoyle. McAmoyle on the near boards, dumps it down low. No one there for Okanagan though. And here come the Rough Riders. That one sent all the way down, no icing. McAmoyle with it on the near boards. And then touched by Vasiliev, no icing. McGovern on the forecheck, puts it right out in front, but nobody there for Okanagan. Comes to McAmoyle. McAmoyle's shot. Saved by the Rough Riders goalie and goes up into the netting. 15:29 left in the third period. 3-3 tie. Conroy's going to take the face-off. Face-off won by the Rough Riders. Rough Riders controlling into the zone and offsides. .15 to go in the third period. Score Okanagan 3, Rough Riders 3. Keenan Butson wins the face-off for Okanagan. McAmoyle sent it in. McGovern tries to keep that puck in the zone. And back come the Rough Riders. And there's an outlet pass. Didn't find its target, fortunately, for Okanagan. Wilmot, good defense there. Comes up and out of the zone. Rough Riders go D to D. That player gets around Austin. And there's another penalty. That's going to be on Okanagan. So number 23 for the Rough Riders. He scored the Rough Riders' first goal, and he gives all kinds of problems to Okanagan. And he just cut right to the net, and we committed the penalty. McAmoyle sits down in the box. So this is not what we wanted to do here. So hopefully our penalty kill will be up to the task. Play controlled here by the Rough Riders. Shot blocked by Austin and then sent all the way down by Butson into the zone. Charlie Cronin on the forecheck. Charlie Cronin tied that player up momentarily, but now they're into the zone. Shot broken up and then kicked aside by Hardy. Charlie Cronin with it, backhands it, clears the zone, but doesn't get it deep. And then right back into the zone are the Rough Riders. There's a shot. Glove down by Hardy. Another save by Hardy. Sent all the way around the boards and down by Schiller. Good play by Sam Schiller. Just under a minute left in this man advantage for the Rough Riders. Outlet pass finds its target. Rough Riders put on the brakes. Rough Riders controlling. Cross ice pass misses its target. Rough Riders setting up in the zone. Good play there by Schiller. Schiller, if he hurries, is going to have a breakaway. Schiller. He had Jackson trailing, but he didn't see him. Wow, Schiller could have dropped it for Jackson. Pass over to Jackson out of his reach. So good offensive opportunities by Jackson and Schiller on the PK. 3 seconds left in the power play for the Rough Riders. DeVideo tries to dance around Austin. Doesn't quite do it. Penalty is now over. McAmoyle's out of the box. So we're back to even strength. So Okanagan up to the task. Comes all the way out of the zone, and that's going to be icing on Okanagan. Woo! So nice kill there by Okanagan. There was lots of pressure by the Rough Riders. Kellen Hardy standing tall in the net. He was up to the task. 12 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third period. We're still tied 3-3. Braden Ryer, his line is out there, and he comes away with the puck. Trycheck dumps it deep. Dormus digs for the puck. Ryer shoots it. Fans on the shot. Trycheck on the forecheck comes out to Austin. Austin goes D-to-D over to Lentz. Lentz back to Austin. Austin hits Ryer. Ryer dances around a player, and that puts Trycheck offsides. Come on, boys, come on. Conroy's going to take the face-off. Sleaze, Vasiliev with him. McMoyle, Wilmot on defense. Wilmot takes a chop at the puck. Can't get it into the zone. And here come the Rough Riders. Good check there by Wilmot. Puck sent high, deflected, and up towards Vasiliev. Bounces off his shin guards and pinned up against the boards by 4 players. McAmoyle and Vasiliev for Okanagan. Conroy waiting. And it gets out of the zone. Not enough for icing, though. Outlet pass finds its target for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders into the zone. Oh. Hardy made the save, but the rebound went right to a Rough Riders player coming down the near side, and he puts it into the back of the net. Oh, that hurts. All right. So Okanagan finds themselves down a goal with 10:46 left in the game. We've really got to turn up the heat now. Keenan Butson's going to take the face-off. Cronin and McGovern with him. Charlie Cronin holds it in momentarily. Comes out of the zone, though, and dumped in deep by the Rough Riders. Here comes Keenan Bootson. Sends it up towards Cronin. Pass doesn't find its target and then sent all the way down low. There's a shot, sails wide. And another save by Hardy. Battle in the corner. Somebody lost their glove. Not sure which team. Shot. Skips wide. Puck put right into the crease, and then Charlie Cronin collects. Charlie Cronin. He's got Sleesman with him. Slees stretches out that foot and stays on side, but broken up by the Rough Riders. Here comes number 55 for the Rough Riders into the zone. McAmoyle back on defense. Sorry, that's Wilmot. And now McAmoyle backhands it, but not out. McAmoyle, number 55, sends it over towards Wilmot. Wilmot with the puck, sends it right into a Rough Rider skater, and here comes Green. Green into the zone, shoots it, kick save by the goalie. Jackson is also on the ice. Jackson Siegel, Sam Schiller, and Landon Green. We're going to have another penalty. This one's going to be on Wilmot. Oh boy. Nice time to start calling it tightly. That's going to be an elbowing call. Are you kidding me? An elbowing call. Elbowing. Okay. I disagree. That's all I'll say. I disagree. All right, so we've got another penalty to kill. Save there by Hardy. So our PK has been up to the task so far this game. We need to do it again here. There's a shot, goes wide. I think that was a save. That one gets out. Jackson Siegel on the forecheck. Nice play by Jackson. Wasting some time. 1:20 left in the power play for the Rough Riders. That one almost comes out of the zone. The player for Rough Riders had to peel off to keep from putting his teammates off sides. And back they come. That pass missed its target, fortunately. Comes to Lentz. Lentz sends it up, but not out. Oh boy, need to get more mustard on that. And that one does make it out. 45 seconds left in the power play for the Rough Riders. Ryer on the forecheck, wrapped around the boards. 7.5 minutes to play in this game. Okanagan needs a goal in the worst way. So Okanagan had an amazing second period and went ahead, battled back from a 2-0 deficit. Goals for Braden Ryer, Sam Schiller, and Sullivan Wilmot, but in the third period, the Rough Riders have scored both the tying goal and the go-ahead goal and have a 1-goal lead here, 4-3 against Okanagan. We're going to get the clear here. That's going to do it for the penalty. Back comes Slees. He's got Conroy with him. Slees into the corner. Slees and Conroy. Conroy. Puck comes all the way out. Lentz is going to collect it. Outlet pass up to Vasiliev, and they call offsides. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third period. Okanagan needs a goal. Not sure where they're going to take this face-off. It's going to come all the way down. I guess they're calling intentional offsides. That's the only way that the face-off would result deep in the Okanagan zone. That shot goes wide. Austin back on defense along with Lentz and Conroy. Comes around the boards. Intercepted by Austin. Austin Nice patience there. But gets tied up, and here come the Rough Riders. That player goes down, Lentz with it. Okanagan needs a goal badly. Austin, Sleaze, sends it up towards Conroy. Conroy pokes it out of the zone. Good job there. And then dumped back deep by the Rough Riders. Both teams getting a change here. Here comes McGovern. McGovern pushed off the puck. And then Buchenkamp keep it in. McGovern picks it up again, 2-on-1. Shot, couldn't get it off. And Wilmot couldn't hold it in. Back into the zone are the Rough Riders. That one sizzles wide. Rough Riders with it in the slot. There's a shot. Blocker save. Oh, swept aside by Wilmot. Good defense there, and that's going to be icing against Okanagan. So it's a game of momentum swings, and Okanagan, who had all of the momentum in the second period, scoring 3 unanswered. Now the momentum has gone the Rough Riders' way, and they've scored 2 unanswered to take the lead here in the third period, but it's not over yet. Try check. Oh, beautiful save by Hardy, player for the Rough Riders, all alone on the near side. Here comes Ryer. Wilmot with a goal, scoots it down into the corner. Ryer tried to get his stick on that, but couldn't. Rough Riders send it down, and that's going to be icing. Okay, so Okanagan has 4 minutes and 44 seconds to tie and then win this game. Conroy is going to take the face-off. Face-off won by the Rough Riders. Battle in the corner for it. Rough Riders trying to get out of the zone. Okanagan trying to keep it in, and the Rough Riders win that battle and get into the zone. That center attempt blocked by Lentz. Comes out to the blue line. Tipped and high and wide. Lentz doing battle in the corner. Puck pinned up against the boards, and then comes to Vasiliev. Pokes it over to Conroy. Conroy with speed. Gets it over to Sleaze. Sleaze down the side. Drops it for Conroy. Shot goes wide. Vasiliev with it. Vasiliev back to Conroy. Conroy held up. Could have been holding. No call. Back to Wilmot. Over to McAmoyle. Shoots it. Oh! Tipped just wide. That one almost found that corner. Wilmot with a goal. Shoots it. Oh, it just goes wide. The goalie peeked back behind him to see if that went in. Unfortunately, it did not. Right out in front. All kinds of pressure by Okanagan. And there's 2 players behind the net on the ground together. There's a shot. McAmoyle caught the goalie by surprise. And we're going to have a penalty. There's going to be a holding call. And that's going to be on the Rough Riders. So with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, 1 goal down, Okanagan is going to have a power play here. Number 9, Gorman, is going to the box. He doesn't agree with the referee and the linesman, so he's asking for an explanation. They're saying, dude, you're not going to win the argument. You're going into the box. Sit down. Right. It's about time. So several calls that could have gone against the Rough Riders didn't go against them. Bobby House calls a timeout. Gets his troops around him, and he's drawing up a play. So Okanagan, who scored 3 unanswered in the second period, and then have conceded 2 unanswered in the third period to the Rough Riders, find themselves down a goal with just over 3 minutes left in regulation and a power play. Good hockey. Nice tight shot of the huddle on the Okanagan bench. All right, looks like the boys are done drawing up their play. Not sure where the face-off is going to come. Should come in the Rough Rider zone, and it will. You can see the linesman headed that way. So we're going to have Ryer, Tricek, Cronin, Wilmot, and Vasiliev out there. Power play unit. Tricek's going to take the face-off. Vasiliev with it, gets it over to Ryer. Ryer back to Vasiliev. We need some shots on goal. Ryer fans on the pass. Oh gosh. Tried to pass it across ice and just didn't get anything on it, and it went right to the Rough Riders, who dump it deep. Okay, so let's see if we can get back set up. Here comes Ryer. Ryer down the far side. Okanagan captain drops it for Tricek. Tricek dances around a player, but it's pinned up against the boards by Okanagan, and then comes out to Wilmot. Wilmot back to Vasiliev, back to Wilmot, stays in the zone. No! That was not out! Oh. Okay, so offsides. The referees or the linesman said it got out of the zone. He's closer to the puck than I am. Give him the benefit of the doubt. So 2:39 left in the third period, 1:20 left in the power play. You got to see Okanagan, once they get set up, take some shots on goal. They passed up a couple. Well, that pass goes through everyone. It was a pass to Tricek, and he left the puck. And now it skips down into the zone. Hardy's going to come out to play it, sends it up ice towards Ryer. Ryer collects into the zone, drops it for Cronin. Over to Vasiliev, shoots it! That one goes wide. Puck stuck on the back of the net. Ryer picks it up. Cronin, Ryer, and then it is cleared all the way down by the Rough Riders. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Okay, I liked that rush a little bit better because we got shots on goal. Pass goes off the boards to Vasiliev. Vasiliev down the near side. Tricek helping him, Cronin. Bootson comes on the ice for Ryer. Cronin. Bootson with it behind the net. Bootson send it towards Vasiliev. Put it on net, boys. Battle in the corner. Comes out to Wilmot. Wilmot goes cross ice. Back to Wilmot. Wilmot fans on the shot. Oh, and here's a breakaway for the Rough Riders into the open net. And that's going to seal the deal. Oh boy. So the penalty had expired. So Rough Riders go up 5-3 with an open net goal. Kellen Hardy had vacated the net for the extra. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the game. It's not over yet. Stranger things have happened. So Hardy is going to get off the ice again as quickly as he can. So Okanagan just passing up on too many opportunities. When you have an opportunity on the power play, especially at the end of the game, you got to take the shot. And we just passed it a little bit too often. Green sent hard into the boards, and Schiller and Green, they're going to go at it in the corner. So Green took a hard check in the corner. And then those two players took exception to that, and that's going to do it for this game. Sure, we're going to have lots of penalties handed out, and there's only 44 seconds left. So number 10 for the Rough Riders is going off. Green's going to the box for Okanagan. So two players going into the box. It's going to be Schiller and Green for Okanagan. Number 10 for the Rough Riders just goes directly to the locker room. Number 91 is going to also go to the box for the Rough Riders. Referees having a discussion, trying to sort things out, decide how this is going to look. We've still got 45 seconds left. If Okanagan comes out of this with a power play, oh, and it looks like Lentz is going off the ice. Lentz is getting sent to the locker room as well. Rough Riders' parents are getting pretty vocal to my right. So we have three players now sitting down in the Rough Riders penalty box and two Okanagan players. So if that's how things shake out, then we're going to come out of this with a power play. So they're talking in front of the scorer's table, and then Hardy down here is talking to the linesman. So lots of discussions happening. This has taken forever to sort it out. Bobby House wants an explanation. He goes over to the referee, and they start talking. Linesman joins them. So this all started because Green got checked up against the boards, a hard hit. He wasn't really in the play. And then Lentz and Schiller went to his defense, and blows were thrown. Hopefully there's no suspensions here. Sorick, number 23, is the captain for the Rough Riders. Ryer, number 10, is the captain for Okanagan. And they are there in front of the scorer's table as the four men in stripes try to figure this out. I guess they really want to get it right. And they should. 44.5 seconds left in the game. Unfortunately, Okanagan's down by 2 goals. Drop the puck. It's getting late. All right, so I guess we've got it sorted out. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play for Okanagan. So Hardy is standing up in his crease. If we win the faceoff, he's going to get out of there as quickly as he can. Hardy is still in his crease. I don't know why. Why doesn't he skate off for the extra attacker? No one's calling him. Okay. We're opting for the loss. Not sure why we're not going for an extra attacker. Now 22 seconds left in the game. Ryer's going to take the face off. One by Okanagan, comes out to Wilmot. You got to shoot that. Shoot. You have to shoot. Shoot the puck, boys. Wilmot controlling, gets it over to Vasiliev. Vasiliev over to Wilmot. Wilmot shoots it. Scoots wide. 1 second to go, and that's the game. So Okanagan, after an amazing comeback to take the lead in the second period, they give up 3 goals in the third period to the Rough Riders to lose 5-3. That was a heartbreaking loss. This is a good Rough Riders team. And we were oh so close to stealing this one, but we couldn't quite hang on. All right, thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you back for the next one.